Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 20 of the Irish Whip Podcast. I'm your host, Ben, accompanied as always by my co host, Aaron.
Yeah.
This week, Money in the Bank, our review, and one news story, but it's quite a good one.
Yeah.
We'll get into it. Joe Anoa'i, aka Roman Reigns, has been suspended by WWE for violating their wellness policy. This is his first suspension, and he is going to be off the shows for 30 days.
Yeah.
Anyone ever calling WWE's wellness policy bullshit? I mean, of all the people to get popped,
Yeah.
like, I'd say if they were going to cover it up, it would be for Reigns or Cena. Yeah, this is pretty huge.
Yeah, when it broke, I messaged everyone.
Yeah.
Even people who didn't care about wrestling.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is huge news.
Yeah.
This is like Hulk Hogan back in the 80s getting popped for wellness.
Yeah, pretty much. But they didn't have a wellness policy back then.
But if there was, then it would have happened.
Oh, yeah, it definitely would have happened to Hogan. WWE have not said what he was popped for. They never do. So we can only speculate. It could be some supplement that had something in it that he didn't know about. Could be meth. Could be it's not weed, because you don't get suspended for weed.
Yeah.
You get fined, I think, $2,500 if you're caught with weed. So yeah, this is pretty huge news. The golden boy got caught.
Yeah. Roddy Reigns. As I call him now.
The big dog looking even bigger these days, Michael. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see if he does get the main event at Battleground still, because his suspension will end the Thursday before Battleground, I think. So he's going to miss TV for
this entire feud.
Yeah, for this entire month, and will be back in time for Battleground. From a PR standpoint, if I was WWE, there would be no way he'd be getting a main event world title shot in his first match back after violating a wellness policy. Yeah, it's a weird, odd story. Very unexpected.
Yeah, I had to triple take when I saw it.
Oh yeah, I thought it was a Kayfabe News article. For those who don't know, Kayfabe News is kind of like it's a parody wrestling news.
Yeah. They just put out today that Glenn Jacobs is going to replace Roman Reigns
as fake Roman.
Yeah.
Glenn Jacobs, famous of course for his role as Isaac Yankem, DDT, the evil dentist, fake Diesel, and of course the Christmas monster.
Yeah.
I believe there was one or two other.
No one cares.
There was one. King, something like that.
Yeah.
Red, dressed in red. I don't know. But now he's apparently going to run for governor or somewhere.
Yeah, something like that.
So good for Glenn. Not so good for Roman Reigns. Yeah, this is probably one of the biggest stories.
There's word as well that they knew before Money in the Bank, which is why what happened.
Why he dropped the title.
Yeah,
I can believe that. They've done it before where people have got caught and they've had them drop titles before they suspend them. I believe they did it with Rob Van Dam.
Yeah.
When he was the WWE and ECW champion. This is probably the biggest suspension since Rob Van Dam.
Probably.
And yeah, we got a good 2 years where no one was suspended. Then it was Hornswoggle.
Yeah, I was saying to my friend, I wouldn't be shocked if they were using, all these guys were using some sort of steroid or something that was previously, unrecognizable in tests.
Yeah.
Because it's happened so frequently now where so many guys are getting caught. It wouldn't shock me to find out that there's some sort of new growth hormone or whatever it would be.
Human growth hormones.
Yeah.
If
Of course, what I'm saying is just speculation, but
Yeah.
so many people caught at the same time.
well, like Hornswoggle wouldn't be using steroids. Like,
You never know.
you never know, but like it's Hornswoggle. Maybe they're. I'm not even going to speculate because they could very well each have been caught for different things. It's kind of weird that for 2 years the last person suspended was like Ricardo Rodriguez in
Yeah.
like 2012, and then there was a drought,
Mm.
and then suddenly like this year it's like bam 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 bam, and we got someone big out of this as well. I think that's all about news. Oh yeah, CM Punk is debuting in UFC on the 10th of September,
Yeah.
fighting Mickey Gall.
Mm.
You're saying it's going to be held in the arena he quit in.
Yeah.
Is it the Wells Fargo Loans Arena or
Yeah.
something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a nice bit of poetry in that.
It'd be even more poetic if in the match CM Punk has to tap out, so he's got to quit the match again.
He's such a quiet. But I wish him the best of luck. Hope he wins. You know, just it helps legitimize pro wrestling, I guess.
I've said I don't care about UFC.
Yeah, you
I
want him to win, so
UFC fans will be angry.
yeah, to piss off UFC fans.
That's the only reason I want him to win. Not even because like he was one of my favorite wrestlers. It's just because I know UFC fans will be annoyed by it.
I suppose that leads us into our Money in the Bank review. Before we get into this was really a tale of two shows, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like the pre-show and the first hour.
Yeah, you weren't online when I was messaging you about these.
No, I was
But
watching with Dane.
I was constantly shocked that some of these matches were on the main event.
Oh yeah, it also ran like an extra half hour,
Yeah.
which I wasn't really expecting. But let's get into it. The pre-show matches. I'm assuming you didn't watch the pre-show.
I barely even watched the show itself.
Fair enough. Pre-show, we got Golden Truth defeating Breezango or Febreze or whatever they're
Just
calling
call him Febreze.
They did like a skit before the match where Tyler Breeze and Fandango went into like a tanning booth, and Goldust and R-Truth snuck up and just turned it up to max.
Yeah. Tried to kill them.
Yeah, presumably trying to give them skin cancer so they couldn't compete. So they have Breeze and Fandango come out in like they're wearing like red makeup and stuff to make them look all sunburned and that. So it's just like chops and back rakes and stuff all through the match.
Do you know what I want to know? How many of these did we get right? Do you know in the end?
Let me see.
I'm trying to remember. What we can go through it as we go through the card, but I can't remember like what we said would happen.
We said we both wanted Golden Truth to win, but we thought Febreze would win. So we were wrong on that one.
We got what we wanted.
Yeah. So we win. Next match was the Lucha Dragons versus the Dudleys. I don't think we even commented. We said we didn't care.
Yeah.
Lucha Dragons won. So, like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Onto the main show. Our predictions were either New Day or Club.
Yeah.
This Fatal 4-Way tag match was a bit of a clusterfuck.
Yeah, it was. I didn't understand the rules near the start of the match at all.
The way they do it in WWE is two people enter the ring and they can tag in anyone. So yeah, it is like a clusterfuck of a match because there's 8 people there, 2 in the ring at any one time. And the rules are kind of bollocks.
Yeah. There was a bit of controversy as well.
Yeah, there was a point where Enzo and Cass hit the rocket launcher on I think one of the Vaudevillains.
Yeah.
Or Carl Anderson or one of them. And the ref goes down and he goes... It looked to me like he counted 3, but when I watched it back...
He pauses before the first count.
Yeah.
To make sure that both shoulders are on the ground.
But like he had brought his hand like way down and then just stopped and was like, eh?
Yeah.
So the crowd thought that was a 1.
Yeah.
And then he goes 1, 2, and it looked, watching it, like they'd botched it.
But in actuality, they didn't really.
No.
The fans botched it.
Well, they played it fast and loose there. It seemed like the ref counted to 3 before Gallows pulls Enzo out. There was a spot at the end where Cass had Anderson on his shoulders to do like a power slam or something.
Yeah.
And someone missed their cue because Gallows was just in the ring staring at this dude for a good like 20 seconds. Yeah, there was a lot of... This match was sloppy. Big E was taking bumps that he shouldn't have been taking. He went over the top rope at one stage and I'm like, oh no. And then he did his spear through the ropes. And I'm like, dude, gonna hurt yourself.
I did like the bit where he picked up was Carl Anderson for his finisher from a pin.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Match ends with New Day pinning Aiden English or Simon Gotch. It was one of the Vaudevillains. I know he wasn't the legal man.
Yeah.
I think Anderson was the legal man.
Yeah, Anderson was the legal man.
Yeah. And yeah, it was just sloppy.
Yeah.
Kind of clusterfuck of a match. But like, it didn't outstay its welcome.
No. And now, will we talk about what happened on Raw?
Yeah, sure.
Just do it with like everyone there. Just explain what happened the next night.
Next night on Raw, we got the Wyatts back.
Yeah.
And as Bray is like cutting his triumphant return promo, the New Day come out. And it looks like they're going to set up a program between the Wyatts and the New Day.
Yeah.
There was a point where Xavier seemed to be possessed by the Wyatts.
Yeah.
He was glamoured by Bray's magic-y powers.
And beard.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that rivalry.
Yeah.
I think it could be very interesting.
Yeah.
Especially if they do keep doing this like possession angle or something.
Yeah, it's an interesting juxtaposition between like the creepy Wyatt family versus the happy New Day.
And Bray Wyatt has cut down a lot.
Oh yeah. He's like
lost
a good bit of weight.
He's like a full human, smaller.
Yeah, he's looking well.
Was Luke Harper there that night? I don't know.
No, it was just Rowan and Strowman.
Is he still injured?
He is still injured, but he's not expected to be back. SummerSlam at the earliest, Hell in a Cell at the latest. So between August and October.
Yeah, because I couldn't. No one else really, besides Wyatt, had any prominent role in the promo, so I didn't really see who was there and who wasn't.
The other two just stood around with their sheep masks.
I did like the New Day Falls thing. You can see
Strowman and Rowan just clapping along with it. Next up, we got Corbin defeating Dolph Ziggler. I don't think we even predicted this match.
How is it even on the main show?
I don't know. The only thing I remember for this match is Dolph just like sprinting around the place, and they end up going outside the ring, and Dolph's supposed to run up the steps and do a clothesline, but he slips.
Yeah.
But Corbin is quick enough that he catches him and just powers him up into like the
end of days.
It's not the end of days. It's like his spin outside slam.
Yeah.
Deep Six is what's called. So props to Corbin for being the veteran in this match against this plucky up and comer Dolph Ziggler. Yeah, it was nothing.
No.
On
Raw, Corbin fought Ryder. That was it.
Yeah. Thankfully, I think this feud is over.
Yeah, hopefully. Boy, I hope.
Charlotte and Dana Brooke defeated Natalya and Becky.
You're going to have to take the reins.
Yeah. This was also a bit of clusterfuck. Becky is a good 2 steps better than every other woman in this match. Like, I don't know. The other 3, fair enough. Dana's not been around long, but like Natty and Charlotte.
What are you doing?
Yeah, like I don't know. They got flustered that their time was cut or something. But I don't know. Becky's just smoother at doing moves than the other 2. Well, again, not much. Short enough match. After the match, Natalya turns on Becky and clubs her from behind, and that kind of leaves Becky as the only babyface in the women's division.
No one likes the ginger.
No.
On Raw, we did get some more stuff happening though.
Yeah, we had a backstage segment with Becky, and Renee Young is like, "What's your reaction to last night?" And Becky's like, "You know what? Screw all these bitches. I'm trying to be friends. I'm trying to be nice, and they just keep turning on me. I don't care why she attacked me." And she's going on, and then Natalya runs up from behind and attacks her, and is like, "I'm looking after me these days. That's why I did it. Even though you just said you don't care." You're just like.
But then later on, we did get the return.
Yeah, we got Charlotte defending her women's title against Paige,
who had the night before been arrested.
She wasn't arrested. She was like detained shortly by police after some incident outside of a nightclub, where some other couple hassled her and Alberto Del Rio.
It's a brave couple.
Yeah, very brave. Because but neither Paige nor Del Rio is known for taking shit.
Yeah.
Ask Sin Cara. 1.
And ask all of Paige's family.
Yeah. So in the Paige Charlotte match on Raw, Charlotte. Well, basically Dana Brooke was playing the role of Ric Flair, and Paige hit like the Rampage, which is just like the package DDT she does next to the ropes, and Dana Brooke fucked up putting Charlotte's leg on the rope. She grabbed her leg, tried to put it under the rope,
put it under, didn't she?
Tried to put it on top, but had pulled it under and was like couldn't work out how the rope was stopping her from putting it on top of the rope. Yeah, you have to see it to
which I won't.
No, you won't. Well, yeah. As the ref is doing the "you're out of here" to Dana, Charlotte gets back up and hits a distracted Paige with what's called natural selection. I think that was the finisher, and gets the win.
Yeah, but then Sasha Banks came back.
Oh yeah. After the match, they start beating down on Paige, and Sasha comes out.
Can't believe you didn't remember it, and I didn't even watch it.
Yeah, no, I thought the segment was over and went out to get like a drink, and when it came back, Sasha was standing there with the women's title, and I was like, oh, I've missed something. So it looks like it's going to be Sasha versus Charlotte at SummerSlam. I imagine the tag match, it'll be a tag match, a battleground between Dana, Charlotte, Sasha and Paige, where someone will turn on someone.
Yeah, again.
Because there's no faces or heels in the women's division. There's just Becky and a bunch of crazy bitches.
Yeah. The one good Irish person.
Yeah. Divas Revolution.
Yeah. Moving on from one Irish person to the other Irish person. Another match that I couldn't believe was on the main event.
Well, to be fair, they'd actually done like an angle with this. It was Apollo Crews versus Sheamus. And this was fucking Headlock City, baby. Oh.
Were they taking a note out of Kevin Owens' book?
Oh, pretty much, yeah. They must have like sat down and just studied Kevin Owens' matches for hours. But like cut out the bits where he didn't do headlocks.
Yeah.
Crews ended up winning. There was like a spot where Sheamus hit White Noise off the top rope, which was cool. Did he end up hitting it? He set up for it. I'm fairly sure he hit it.
I didn't watch it, so.
Oh yeah, no. What it was he hit it and only got a 2, and like he's up in the ref's face, and it's like 2. What are you talking about? I'll fight you. And
you're bleeding mad.
And while he's doing that, Cruz rolls him up and gets the win. I wanted Cruz to win. I don't want to see this match again. But we're probably going to see it for the next 3 months.
Yep. This is going to be the new Corbin versus Ziggler.
It is.
There was nothing to do with this match on Raw afterwards with either men.
No.
Neither men had anything on Raw afterwards, so nothing worth talking about.
Nope. AJ Styles defeated John Cena.
Did you see that video I sent you yesterday?
Yeah.
Someone had edited Death Grip's song over the John Cena Titantron, and it fits perfect.
This match was great in showing off how fucking good AJ Styles is. The story of the match was basically I'm better than you, John Cena. Pretty much, yeah. Like at every opportunity AJ out wrestled him.
Yeah.
And Cena just couldn't.
Would get flustered.
Yeah, just couldn't get a hold of this guy.
And then AJ would legitimately, or not legitimately, but kayfabe wise, would take out his arsenal one by one. Yeah,
pretty much. If Cena went for like the shoulder block, 5 whirly bird special, 5 knuckle shuffle, AJ would like drop kick him on the first shoulder block.
Yeah.
Then Cena would get 2 and go for like the whirly bird, and AJ would like Pele kick him.
Yeah.
Or
when he was going for the 5 knuckle shuffle, but AJ
kipped up and did a hurricane run.
And then that was fucking amazing to look at. But he tried another 5 knuckle shuffle, but he couldn't properly do the movement because AJ had hit him with a calf crusher beforehand, so he couldn't run.
To be fair, Cena was selling that pretty well.
Yeah. He didn't do any runs or anything like that with it. He just jumped in the air and hit him with it, like his old ruthless aggression style one.
Yeah. There was Cena kept trying to hit like the AA on him, and I think the first one AJ just elbowed him in the head until he put him down. The second one AJ reverses it into the calf crusher.
Yeah.
Third one, AJ lands on his feet and goes for the Pele kick.
Yeah. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
This match and the Money in the Bank match were my 2 favourites, I'd say. I'd say the Money in the Bank match wins because of the ending.
Yeah.
And I have no problem with the ending to the match. I expected it.
Yeah.
But it came out of nowhere, I felt.
Yeah. My favourite spot of this match, AJ has knocked Cena down. He's like sitting down next to him and he's like, is this all he's got? Is this all he's got? Shit.
AJ's amazing as a heel.
He really is. He's so much better as a heel. Or there was a point where Cena goes for something and AJ just like elbows him in the head, and then he just runs in a circle and he's like, I'm running circles around you. He was basically playing like fucking Muhammad Ali in this match. Yeah. And he was great.
He does hit the Styles Clash near the end, doesn't he?
He does. He hit Cena with 1 Styles Clash. Cena kicks out of that. Cena hits him with 1 AA. Styles kicks out of that. Cena goes for another AA. Ref takes a bump when he gets behind. They're in the corner and AJ's like grabbing onto the ring ropes. And Cena pulls him off. The ref's behind and ends up taking a boot in the face and rolling out. So Cena hits the second AA. We get the visual pin, the 1, 2, 3, with the crowd chanting along. And then Anderson and Gallows hit the ring.
Yeah.
And they hit him with the Magic Killer, pull AJ on top, and the ref crawls back in and catches the tree.
Do you know what I did think was great about that ending though? Because JBL seemed legitimately furious.
Yeah, that was all like Vince.
Yeah. But it was great how angry JBL was about the ending.
I did like how he sold it.
Yeah.
I would have liked this match to end it clean.
Yeah.
I would have even if Cena won.
I expected it to end dirty.
Yeah.
But it came out so abruptly. Like the ending was very abrupt.
Yeah, we've seen that ending before. But that being said, the match was still great. There was also a spot where AJ does like a springboard 450 and Cena gets his knees up.
Yeah.
And that was fucking brutal looking.
The next night was pretty great as well.
Yeah. AJ, stand-up guy that he is, he comes out and he apologizes to Cena.
And
he demands that the club come out and apologise to him and John Cena.
And the fans.
And stand-up gents that Gallows and Anderson are, they apologise. Yep. And it takes a big man to apologise and an even bigger man to accept an apology. And Cena is not a bigger man.
Yeah. Cena refused to take the apology.
Yep. Because he's a petty little...
It led to a match between Cena and Carl Anderson, which I did not like.
No, it was just a squash.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like, they're trying to big up the Bullet Club as like a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
But the only one who's won any matches is AJ Styles.
Yeah, yeah.
And like Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows are really good. Like they should have done something where Carl Anderson just beats the shit out of John Cena.
At least gets one move in.
Yeah, maybe doesn't win.
No, just get like a move in.
But
something.
Like set the fear of God into Cena that Carl Anderson isn't someone to be messed with.
Yeah.
But he got 0 offense in on the match.
Yeah, I mean, like, you could say it was just like a trap for Cena.
That's what some people have been saying.
Because when Cena hit the Gallows and Styles, ended up running out and beating him down. Yeah, it looks like they're probably going to continue this feud until like SummerSlam.
Yeah, I say it ends in a cage match.
Cage? Yeah, that makes sense.
Keep everyone out.
Then
that's why they make cage matches nowadays, is to keep people out, but it doesn't stop them.
No, it never keeps anyone out.
And yeah, that's why I think it'll end in some sort of cage match.
Yeah. I'm happy enough to see this feud continue.
Yeah.
Next match was the Money in the Bank ladder match.
My match of the night.
Yeah.
I was right about these guys stealing the show again.
It was my favourite match as well. Ambrose defeated Cesaro, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Alberto Del Rio, and Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
And I remembered them all without writing them down.
It was great. It was a great little match.
Yeah, there was there was so much going on in this match. We got my spot in night was Cesaro jumping off the ladder, landing on the ropes, and then springboarding off to do an uppercut on Owens.
That was great. My you can guess what my spot in night was.
Was it the Michinoku driver onto the Sami Zayn hit a Michinoku driver on Owens onto a ladder. But like this ladder was turned on its side, so
the legs were stuck up.
Yeah, so Owens lands on like the edge of this ladder. And
reminiscent of their Battle of Los Angeles match in PWG.
Yeah, but in that match, that ladder crumpled.
Yeah, that's because PWG can't afford good ladders.
Yeah, this ladder just fucking didn't budge.
Because this week was also the anniversary of their first ladder match ever in PWG, where Sami Zayn pulled off that move.
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting to look at.
Great. And then like when Sami Zayn hits him with it and Kevin Owens is like crumpling outwards and Sami Zayn's got this look on his face of, what did I just do to him?
Person who impressed me most in this match, even though he didn't do the most, was Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah.
Because he just like fucking... He came to work that night.
Yeah, we were saying like... As the match went on, I grew more comfortable with anyone winning the match, even Jericho.
Yeah. Because Del Rio was just like being bloodthirsty in this
Yeah.
match. He was just like picking up ladders and fucking clobbering
Yeah.
guys
Like when he did the his finisher,
onto Zayn.
onto Cesaro.
Cesaro. No, he had Zayn set up first and put the ladder in there and just like kicked it into him.
Yeah.
Then Cesaro came in and Zayn fell off the trio woe thing. And Alberto beats down Cesaro, sets him up in the trio woe, but Cesaro
Is like laying his back on the ladder.
Yeah, the ladder is like in the bottom rope,
Mm.
in between the middle and bottom rope, so Cesaro is forced to sit up, and then Del Rio just fucking jumps on him, the mule stomp.
And then he also did his finisher on the ladder as well to Cesaro.
Yeah, he did like the cross arm breaker.
Yeah, on the ladder, which is pretty cool. I love seeing those submission moves on the ladders.
Yeah.
Like when Jericho did the Walls of Jericho one, like
Yeah, he did it to Benoit
Yeah.
between like two
it
ladders.
was so cool. No, remember he did it on the ladder itself as well.
Yeah.
Where his back was crumpled on
Yeah.
the top
Around
of
the
the ladder.
top, yeah. What else was there? There was Cesaro doing like a swing to Del Rio and then putting him down, and then Jericho comes in
Yeah.
and Cesaro does the swing, but he lets him go and just fucks him into a ladder in the
Yeah.
corner, and I'm like, oh Jesus Christ.
Del Rio did get fucked up near the end though.
Yeah, towards the end of the match, they had set up a ladder in the middle, and they took another two ladders and put one end of the ladder in one corner of the ring
That was
and slotted it through the ladder in the middle, and did the same with the ladder on the other end. So like you had a bridge.
yeah, like a table.
Yeah, pretty much. Kind of like, so you got the ladder in like ladder set up in the middle, and you've got two ladder bridges going across like the diagonal part of the ring.
Yeah.
And let me see. Jericho, Zayn, Ambrose,
All
and
of them.
Owens were on the middle ladder,
Mm.
and Cesaro goes out and gets another ladder so he can just like zip up to the top.
Yeah.
And grab the briefcase while the other four are fighting. Del Rio sees this, jumps in the ring, runs up that ladder to smash Cesaro in the face. And while they're smashing each other in the face, Jericho sees them and just kicks their ladder over.
Yeah.
So Cesaro took a low blow on the top rope,
Yeah.
and I
Del
assume...
Rio was supposed to, I'm assuming.
Yeah, but he hit the rope wrong, and ends up like fucking just like crumpling.
Yeah.
As far as I know, he was completely fine, just a bit
Yeah.
shook up after it.
Once the bridge of ladders came out, I got so excited over the idea of Kevin Owens doing the package pile driver thing again.
You're like, oh no. So match ends, I think, with Owens and Ambrose on top of the ladder. Ambrose knocks down Owens. Owens takes a bump onto one of the ladder bridges,
Yeah.
and the thing just like crumples and falls
Yeah.
out. And Ambrose is the new Mr. Money in the Bank.
Yep.
And I thought it was great, and
Yeah.
he deserves it.
I was saying to you, I think Ambrose did probably the least amount of work in this match out of everyone.
Rewatching it, he took a frog splash from Owens while set up on a
Yeah.
ladder, and Ambrose did jump off the ladder and do like his elbow. So like he did his spots.
Yeah.
I think he ended up taking a code breaker from like halfway up a ladder as well.
I think he did, but I can't be too positive about how far he was up the ladder when he took it.
Yeah. He probably did the least in this match, but that being said, in any other ladder match with any other guys, you've been like, yeah, he did more than say Fandango in a ladder match. So yeah, that was my match of the night.
And it was mine. They stole the show.
I think we were saying either Ambrose or Owens should win,
Yeah.
and I think we did talk about.
I wanted I wanted Owens to win, but Ambrose was going to win because they had teased it.
Well, like
And
that's
you had the opposite because they had talked about that
Yeah.
spot on the show.
whenever they tease something, I feel like they end up going in the
Yeah.
opposite direction to
had
try
that-
and swerve us.
I had the opposite idea where I wanted Owens to win, but I thought Ambrose was going to win, and you wanted Ambrose to win, but you thought Owens was going to win.
And I actually thought I was getting used to the idea before the show, like 2 days before the show. I'm like, oh, it's going to be Del Rio. Because, like, he's the one person who's least likely to win.
Yeah.
So they're just going to swerve us.
But as the match went on, you got okay with him winning.
Yeah, I was actually starting to root for Del Rio.
Sami Zayn also got tantalizingly close to winning.
Yeah.
He only had to unhook it and he would have won.
And then that bastard Jericho came in. US title match. Rusev defeated Titus O'Neil.
Yep.
There was nothing going on in this
No.
match. Before the match starts, Rusev comes over and starts jaw-jacking with Titus's kids.
Titus O'Neil comes out and kisses his kid on the mouth.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. A little weird.
Everyone's a bit weirded out by that.
Yeah,
His son looks like Jaden Smith.
he
I
does.
don't know if it's just me.
No, you're
but
right.
He looks like Jaden Smith.
And Rusev's just like, look at what I'm going to do. I'm going to crush your dad.
Yep.
And then the spot of the match was Rusev's outside the ring. Titus is outside the ring. They both see each other and they both charge. And they both like fucking clubber each other with a clothesline.
Yeah.
And this was like the first 15 seconds.
Mm.
Match ends with like Rusev just hitting getting the accolade on Titus, and Titus taps out. After the match, Rusev,
The real moment of the
yeah,
night.
the real moment, the real highlight of the match was after where Rusev rolls out of the ring with his title, heads back over to where Titus's kids are sitting, and he's like, "Look in the ring, look at your father. He's a loser."
Happy Father's Day.
Yep. Just walks away.
And then he put up on Twitter, I believe, he put up, should be awarded greatest quitter of the year.
He put up Titus O'Neil's kids don't call him dad anymore, they just call him Titus.
Yeah.
God. He's so good.
Oh,
It looks like they're going to continue this feud, and I hope Rusev just crushes him again.
yeah. Continually.
Yeah, just mocks his children.
Yeah.
Main event, the WWE World Heavyweight title.
I went to bed at this point. Because at this point I knew everything was going to happen.
Yeah.
Except the ending to the match itself
Yeah.
came as a shock.
Seth Rollins defeated Roman Reigns cleanly in the middle of the ring with a pedigree.
Yeah.
So this match, Roman was obviously the fucking heel.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was working babyface and got booed. He was working heel.
Yeah.
Like, he has Rollins in the corner, and like he's just like rubbing his forearm in his face, and the ref's like counting, and he's going to 4, and the Rollins just like steps off at 4.
Yeah. And he's talking about how Rollins isn't fit to be champion and shit like that.
Oh yeah, he's smack talking him all
Yeah.
through the match. He's like picking him up, just slapping him in the face, just like being a complete dickhead heel.
Yeah.
And it's the best Roman Reigns has ever been.
And Rollins is complete face in this. Didn't
Didn't cheat at all.
Yeah. No cheating. And at the end of the match, acted even more like a face.
Yeah. Did a bunch of like Rollins was doing like frog splashes, dives, knees from the top rope. Well, knees are kind of sketchy, but it's still like a top rope move. Rollins was completely working babyface in this.
He did the flip powerbomb thing as well.
Yeah, yeah. The
And they bigged it up something fierce as well, didn't they?
Oh yeah, everyone was like, "Oh, don't do it, Seth."
And Reigns is like holding on, making sure the knee he blew out
Doesn't come down hard.
Yeah.
So I'll give Reigns props for that. Reigns hits like the Razor's Edge powerbomb. Match ends with them outside the ring, and Reigns goes for a spear on Rollins. and Rollins ducks out of the way, and Roman just fucking charges into the barricade. And like you can see all along the fucking side,
Yeah.
this thing has moved like a good 2 or 3 inches. It hasn't collapsed. It's just like been shunted by the impact of Roman Reigns charging into it. Like he fucking went ham into that.
Yeah.
They get back into the ring. Roman tries for another spear, and Seth catches him in a pedigree.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, fuck me. It's amazing that Rollins can turn what is usually a very slow, methodical finisher move into an RKO.
Pretty much. Pedigree out of nowhere.
Yeah.
He gets a 2 count on that, and he's just like, fuck it. Picks him up again and hits him with another pedigree and gets the 3.
Like, that spear pedigree should have been the finish.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, everyone agrees that should have been the finish.
Because it was cool as shit.
Yeah, it was more hype having that as the ending than what happened.
Yeah. Rollins is a new champion, and he won fair and square. All on his own.
Yeah.
Didn't cheat. Didn't do any trickery. Didn't turn up Roman's tanning machine. And after the match,
maybe that's what Rollins did. He swapped his like vitamins for
his vitamin water for like anabolic steroids.
Yeah. Maybe that's what he did.
See the architect for you. It's the brains behind the shield.
Yeah.
After the match, Dean Ambrose music hits.
Yeah, and this is the part where like Rollins was pure face because he didn't try and avoid the match.
No, he just like looks at the title, looks at the entranceway, and puts up the signs like, "Come at me."
Yeah, come on, I can do this.
And Dean comes out from
behind.
Yeah, Dean I think either ran through the crowd or was hidden under the ring. Jumps out, attacks Rollins from behind with the briefcase, cashes in, hits the Dirty Deeds. 1, 2, 3. We have a new WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
All members of the Shield were champions
within like a period of about
10 minutes.
Less than that, even. So yeah.
The only downside now is that we've got no Money in the Bank teaser happening. That's the only thing I find I'm a little disappointed in, is that we don't have someone who can tease cashing in.
Yeah. I think that was kind of done for the brand split as well.
Yeah.
So next night on Raw, the story is Reigns and Rollins are arguing about who should get their rematch, and Rollins.
And I mean, technically, if we're gonna say Rollins should be the one who gets the rematch. Yeah,
Rollins is like, listen, fucker, I beat you clean in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
It's my rematch, not yours. And he's 100% right.
Yeah.
And he's like, I shouldn't have to wrestle you again. I don't want to wrestle you again. I already beat you.
Yeah.
So they make the match where Rollins versus Reigns, whoever wins is the number 1 contender. And so they have that match on Raw with Dean on commentary. And he's just like egging them both on.
Yeah.
And it goes to a double count out. So Shane McMahon comes out and we're like, oh, it's the new era. We don't end in countouts. And Ambrose just like storms the ring and is like, you know what, screw it, I'll just fight both these geeks.
Yeah.
And that doesn't matter to me. Shane's like, okay, it's going to be a triple threat at Battleground. So Dean's like, all right. And Reigns gets up and is like, puts his hand on his shoulder and is like, turns him around and he's like trying to be like, what the hell? So Dean just kicks him and Dirty Deeds him.
Yeah.
And leaves Roman laying, and Seth is smart enough not to
get in his face. Yeah. All in all, I'd give it like a 5 out of 10. The entire show.
The entire show, I would give a 6 out of 10. The second 2 hours would be like a 8.
Well, I'm doing it like AJ Styles, the Money in the Bank match, and Rollins and Reigns were good enough to negate how bad or how little I cared about every other match.
Yeah, that's why it really was a tale of two shows.
That said, I did like the tag match, but not as much.
It was a clusterfuck.
I was very entertained by it though.
That's fair enough. I think the first half of the show, like fucking 2, nothing. It was just like a boring Raw.
Yeah.
Second half of the show, like a solid 8.
Yeah. Is there anything on Raw we should recap that happened the next night? That was big that we haven't recapped already. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens seem to be back on a one-on-one feud thing.
Yeah, they seem to be continuing their feud.
Yeah. They had a match. Sami Zayn actually won. Kevin Owens beat the shit out of him after Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens started battling out to the back.
Yeah.
So it seems like we'll finally get the fucking singles match I've been wanting since Royal Rumble.
Yeah, probably a Battleground.
Since before the Royal Rumble, since NXT.
Yeah, finally get a blow-off match this feud.
Finally.
We talked about Wyatt's versus New Day. We talked about Cena versus AJ.
I think we've covered everything else. There wasn't anything else really big.
No, that was about it.
That I can think of anyway. Cesaro and that didn't have a match.
No.
There was no tag matches, I think. No, there was. Enzo and Vaudevillains had another match, I think.
Yeah, I don't know where that's going.
Yeah. I don't think there was anything else.
That was about it.
Yeah.
Probably get more matches for Battleground next week. I think that about wraps it up. Yeah. So thanks everyone for listening to episode 20 of the Irish Whip podcast, our Money in the Bank 2016 review. Next episode, I think we're going to finally catch up to Lucha Underground.
Finally.
Yeah, we've been behind.
And Ultima Lucha starts next week.
Yeah, so we'll do our catch up to Ultima Lucha.
And then the last Lucha Underground for this season will be Ultima Lucha.
Yeah. I'm sure there's going to be like a breaking news story about
2 minutes after we stop recording. I'm on Squared Circles right now.
Any breaking news?
Today I learned in 2002 Scott Steiner was asked by WWE to undergo a steroid test.
I've heard the story.
Yeah, no, nothing's happened.
No, nothing.
No, nothing's happened.
Okay. So we'll wrap it up there. You can follow us on Twitter at Irish Whipcast. Check out our Facebook Irish Whip Podcast and our YouTube Irish Whip Podcast. We're doing fucking really well for like a week to having one episode a week.
Yeah.
I'll say that about us. Thanks everyone again for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.